And then Theo comes along and freezes the wall of water and traps the elementals in it, which is great and awesome because now he's here to join us in this fuckery. Yeah, and then so now Shabazz is telling Vanifer to say, "Hey, everybody, like shit's fucked, yo. Let's get out of here." And then there's a secret passage that they go through, but the giants are too big, so they have to go through the lava pool, which is where Shano is. And then this is where I just want to curl up in a hole and die for a week. Um, and I cast Globe of Invulnerability, thinking it's like Wall of Force or Otto's Irresistible Sphere or something or whatever, because I know that's the spell I was thinking of. It doesn't do what it does, because invulnerability does not actually grant invulnerability, but it's whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. Shit's fucked. There's explosions. Shabazz and Jex are invisible. The white is doing white power things. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, and now then at the end of the last session, there were some, what was it, dragon T-Rexes that popped up out of the lava, lava ding dong.
The only additional thing I can remember is we know that there's a secret passage now too, because we heard them open it up.
I was slurping soup. And I forgot that I was muted.
Is that a Canadian euphemism?
It can be, but not in this instance.
I do want to follow up on something Kat said though, and tell Shabazz that in like my 4 years of DMing Adventures League, I still haven't seen anyone play a bard as well as you have.
Oh, I thank you. I believe CC is underrated, by the way, and that's from my MMO days. So
CC is very underutilized by people in D&D. There's a lot of good for it, but people don't use it correctly. Everyone's like, if I'm not doing damage, I'm not helping.
Yeah, that's where did that start? I feel like that's like a distinctly like a 4E 5E thing.
I really think it just carried over from all the people jumping in on 4E, yeah, because in 3. I think it's also because there's less fun CC options.
They are, granted, easier to manage.
This is true.
3.5 3.5 crowd control is a fucking game within itself. It's not quite hacking and Shadowrun ridiculous, but well, thank you for the recap, Kat. Tempted to write a letter to WotC to ask them to change the name of a particular type of undead, because some of you motherfuckers just can't seem to help yourselves.
How did you know that's what I was giggling about?
I deduced.
Mud said it perfectly last week. That sounds like a slur. It's not, but it sounds like it.
I've been in my head saying "wit" to make me feel better about it. Isn't that how it's spelled?
A wicket.
Like...
We're gonna give a inspiration to Jex, because that compliment to Mud was really, really nice. I like that energy and positivity. I will give a not real inspiration, an honorary inspiration to Mud for his kindness and condolences to me in regards to the game last night. I'm gonna take an inspiration, but not really, from Baloo for not cheering for Canada. Fuck you.
That's fine. That's, you know what? I did cheer for Canada because fuck the Stars. But otherwise, I don't cheer for Canada, is what I'm saying. Nothing against it.
But fuck him.
But once
Fuck
you
you.
join America, it'll be better. It'll all be one league.
Oh.
I think you mean North Montana.
Let's not get into that shit.
You're supposed to tell him,
That is,
Blue.
that is a real situation where those motherfuckers had a meeting at a hotel across the street that I went to, called them morons, and had my car egged. So that's all we'll talk about on that. Because we are beginning combat with round 4.
So, before we start, real quick, I was Googling how to correctly spell white, and I think I've just saw the worst prove you're a human confirmation thing in the history of, like, prove you're a human thing. I had to click and hold a button for 15 seconds
I had
to
do
verify
the same,
I was not a bot.
I had to do the same thing the other day too.
I was like, what in the horseshit is this?
Interesting.
I don't have the patience to click and hold for information like that. Like, no, I'll go to a different website.
That's how they know you're a human, because no human will do it anymore. Every human stops at 4 seconds.
Ooh, take it or leave it. Anyways.
Fuck this test. I'm gonna go watch a TikTok.
And go ahead. You pass the test. So we'll start with Shabazz. Start of round 4. You have 6 rounds left on your invisibility, I believe. Your greater bullshit invisibility that you've cast on your fucking horse, and you are technically considered being carried. You and Jex.
Is she not worried for herself? Would she telepathically be expressing worry? Because I can get up there.
Bro, at this point, I'm just defeated. I've accepted my fate.
Jex, did you have a plan around here for now, or should I move up and try to help Shino a bit?
Let me double check what the thing I popped at the end of the last session.
I can stay within range of hard room too, I think, maybe. Theo 2.
Oops.
Okay. No, I'll ride with. It should be alright. If nothing else, I can fly back if they need the aura again. Because we don't know how much shit Shino's going to be in over there.
I'm looking at 5 large monsters. No. Well, yeah. Technically, I can't see those two, so yeah.
All right, then, I'm at 50 feet now. I'm gonna move up just a little bit more, Jax, and I will move back into position. I think I'll have the movement for it. Well, I'm gonna get right here, and because I'm invisible and I know giants are kind of stupid, I'm going to, not through my illusion, but just in my own voice, chastise them for being stupid and tell them, protect the sex doll, dummies. Protect the sex doll. I mean, it's not my voice. It's not from the. It's me projecting my voice as her, but not through my image. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Very wise.
Is very wise, boss. We can sell if not too damaged for high price.
All right, so I'm hoping that that's going to work a bit. So now I'm going to move back into range. Puts me at 75 total. Oh, everybody's in range there now. Hargrim's still within the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of your other spell too.
Yeah, it's the same aura size.
Okay.
Who knew, brother, that we would find such top quality slave down here in Fire Pit? You are right, brother. Elven vermin spread very far. They've grown substantially in chest area. Perhaps part giant, eh? You have giant in your family tree.
Anything else, Shabazz?
Yeah, let's go ahead and dispel magic, the fucking big old weird that I'm afraid is gonna blow again.
Unfortunately, it looks like Dispel Magic does not apply to whatever it is it's doing. Seems to be more of a biological component than a strictly magical effect.
I don't think I have the range to get us out of that explosion then, Jax, so that's just a heads up.
Nah, it's valid. We got advantage on it.
I don't even remember who has Bardic still or not, but I think it would probably Bardic again here as my bonus action.
You gave me a Bardic near the end of last session.
And I think I did give one to
I think Hargrim has one.
Probably.
So that leaves Jex within range currently, so there you go. Jex gets a Bardic. End of turn.
Hell yeah.
Jex, you're up.
How can I dodge an opportunity like this? I'm gonna put one point blank into large undead giant's head.
Get him.
Does shooting from invisibility grant advantage or nah?
Sure does.
Let's go.
28. Pardon me, 32 is most certainly a hit. Let's see that damage. 16. Blast through his helmet. Oh!
Divine Strike was supposed to be on.
Empowered by your matron, another 8 damage is inflicted.
And that'll be my turn out.
Very good. We have a Flame Wrath up here. Who's gonna keep fucking running? As commanded by his lady. We're just gonna dash through that shit. Alright, we have Fire Elemental who's gonna go next. Stuck in the ice. He's just gonna try and free himself. He's gonna destroy the ice wall directly. Oh wait, did you drop concentration for invulnerability, for Globe of Invulnerability, yes.
Yeah.
Then the ice wall's gone.
It's gonna be gone regardless, so yeah.
Well, the Fire Elemental is then going to attack Theo Prime with 2 touch attacks. Both of which are going to miss. But it's going to play a little nasty. And just get itself in the space that you and Theo inhabit. So both of you are going to take 5 fire damage. You would normally catch fire, but you have those fire resistance potions. That 5 damage is before resistances. But if it can't hit you because your AC is too high, it's going to try for the chip damage. We're still not quite close enough for layer actions to start taking effect. Sorry, what's that, Theo?
It says 5 points of fire damage. Or do we not take any at all?
You take 5 points of fire damage. If you have fire resistance, and that is reduced to 2, etc., etc. We have this first fire giant here, who is going to step over Shino briefly. Pardon me, busty slave. And is going to attack this Magma Roper.
Huh?
Wielding his giant greatsword, he swings aggressively twice, hitting the Magma Roper both times for a total of 59 damage. Destroying the Magma Roper, and I love the idea that Shabazz had Vanifer, like, his Vanifer illusion, tell them to protect the sex doll. Without telling Shino afterwards. Right, okay. Doggies, are we going to a problem? The half-dragon T-Rexes snarl as magma and lava is still dripping off of their bodies. I don't think so. Will you pick up the bimbo brother?
I will burden myself with the bimbo brother.
This skeleton does not know where the bullet came from, nor is intelligent enough to care. So he'll be attacking Theo's Echo, who is within range. Sorry, he does not have disadvantage. Does 24 get past your Echo's AC?
I think so. Wait, this is wrong. Spell. Let me see. Where? 14 plus proficiency, so 19. Yes, it does.
I'm gonna invoke my cloud rune, and I'm gonna make it hit. I'm gonna make it hit the elemental that just ran into Theo on her.
Oh, very good. How many more of those you got left?
That was the only one. I only get one of those, so.
You only get one? Then I don't think you can do that. I believe you used it last session.
I was going to use it last session, but it doesn't work for spell attack or range, whatever it was.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Right, so you redirect, and the force from the blow is moved via Cloud Giant magic and into the fire elemental, reducing it almost to embers. The fire giant skeleton is going to think that's pretty weird, and then we'll attack Theo's Echo again. That will be a miss. Don't need to check the stats there. No, that will be a miss. The fire giant captain
She's cool.
shield in hand, she is pretty cool, will scout ahead, looking around the corner. The two like half red dragon T-Rexes look at her and sort of like tilt their heads to the side curiously. Calling retreat. Do not know why we are calling retreat. But fine. She will attempt to pick you up, Shino.
Okay.
You relent?
No. I want uppies.
All right then. If you do, all right. So if you do relent, then that is not a. That is not.
Oh.
That is not a grapple check on her part, and interact with object instead.
Yeah, Sheena's definitely an object.
Oh. Oh. It's because I'm a woman.
My bad.
You fucking monsters. This giant is gonna dash and is going to pet
I don't.
these half T-Rexes. You are having a degenerate time, aren't you?
Yeah.
This Flame Wrath is going to dash. And Theodosius, it is you and Theo's turn.
Alright.
Or do we call him a wit? A wheat?
Same.
We had some elementals. So we're going to. Need to get enemies.
What color is your echo?
My echo is we'll go with the. Oh, he's like a light blue-ish. This is normal Theo. This is Echo Theo. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna upcast a Frost Fingers. Upcast to that should have been a second level. So that's an additional D8 of damage.
Frost Fingers.
And then in a 15. Oh, actually, yeah. And if I can, I would like to move here first. I wasn't really doing it, but then a 15-foot cone from there, so I can get.
And last all 3 of these freaks.
Yep.
It is cold damage. They're going to have a disadvantage.
Yes, DC 17. And then because it's evocation, half damage on a fail. On a save.
Very good. The middle elemental is going to save, only taking 8. But you severely damage the fire elemental in the back and kill the one that has been invading your and Hargrim's personal space. It does not freeze the lava. It does cool it off. It creates some steam. The heat of the lava does trump 16 points of cold damage.
Shit.
Lava is liquid, and if we weren't next to a manifest zone, there'd be more wiggle room. But explicitly in the text, it does say that this magma cannot be frozen as long as the manifest is active. One of the terrain effects. Which I guess for spellcasters, that is something you would have noticed with the casting of Frost Fingers, where normally it might have hardened magma and lava under normal circumstances. It does turn to rock briefly before it melts back into lava within that 6-second time frame. Anything else from Theo?
No.
This Eternal Flame Priest is going to make an intelligence check. Ooh, what's your DC? Shabazz? 18?
Yeah.
Okay. This Flame Priest succeeds and elects not to say anything. We have a Blaster Coil Weird down here who is going to dive into the lava. Come back out just a little bit bigger. That's his whole turn. We have a Fire Elemental who is going to be attacking Hargrim. 1, 2. One of those attacks are going to hit.
Both.
Both of those attacks are actually going to hit.
So
So we are... Sorry?
you're good.
We're looking at 6 fire damage for the first attack, followed by 5 and 4 for a total of 9 damage for the second attack. We have a fire elemental who is going to... is going to attack the Echo, Theo's Echo. 1, 2.
Miss.
I believe those are both misses.
Yep.
Then it is Shino's turn. Shino, because you relented, you are technically grappled, King Kong Fei Ray style. The captain's large hand grasped around your body.
Man. I wanted to be on his shoulder. That's okay.
Thankfully she's not squeezing you to death.
That's okay. Grappled is just 0 movement, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You know what?
yes.
She does want her other hand. So she is going to do something. She's going to pull like the lip of her. Sorry?
Oh, okay. No, you continue.
She's gonna pull like the lip of her combat belt forward, and she's just gonna like tuck you inside and like let the pressure of the belt just keep you secure in place.
Listen, she can. I will be on her shoulder. I promise I won't leave. Actually, you know what? I'll say as like, oh, you know, ma'am, you're in a combat situation, and I am grappled, or you have me restrained. Please, I promise I won't do anything. You are clearly the victor in this situation. Allow me to just sit upon your shoulder. And I want to persuade her to do that instead.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Ah, shit. That's a 4. Ow.
Don't you have bless still?
Bless is not for skills.
Oh, don't. I always forget that. Sorry.
I do have a pocketed advantage from silvery barbs I gave myself last session, but that's still a 20.
Do you want to use it? It's not an automatic success when it comes to skills.
Honestly, I kind of really do.
Go for it. Spend the resource.
No! She's grasping me too tightly. I can't. My bosom can't get the air out properly.
One, you are capable of magic. Busty slave. So, one must keep close eye on you. 2, if your fellow slaves and or masters decide to attack me, you'll be up here. They will hit you before they hit me. It's very wise.
Oh. Actually. This is so fucked. Does that take my action? I'm okay if it does.
We'll say it's your bonus action.
Well, that's fine. Because alright, and then I say, alright, I am a wizard, but I really do want to be on your shoulder. So I'm gonna Misty Step to her shoulder.
She will sigh as you land on her shoulder.
And I'll give her a little smooch on the cheek and just say, "Listen, you can trust me. I'll be fine right here."
I do not trust you. You do anything strange up there, slave, I dive in pool, yes?
Okay.
fucking slutty slave elves every time. It's like Grampy used to say. Oh, do not crush us underfoot. We'll show you our elven slash. Fuck right off.
Listen, I'm not like other girls. I'm worse.
Yes, you're elf.
My time's over.
Comparable to cow. This Blizzard Coil Weird is going to explode. No. Because in the first campaign that I played with Cat with, they skipped the Fire Giant section.
We did. But, unironically, the Frost Giants just took my character and put me in a pocket instead.
That's true. That's a whole other situation.
I got a history with giants and grabbing my characters.
You keep on making elves and half elves.
I know.
Oh, that's a very good gift. Well, at least he didn't make it a drow where they probably would have just killed you on sight out of principle.
Almost.
Remember? Drow and Shendrik are like fighting an eternal guerrilla war against the giants out there. Anyways, Shendrik is neat. I know you Eberron heads who are in the party are nodding along. So, yep.
I like Zendrick. It's fun.
It is super fun. Oh man, it's kind of a shame. I think you really would have liked my Storm King's Thunder Eberron variant campaign.
Probably.
All about, like, the last half was all like a sandbox of Shendrik and getting into giant shenanigans.
That's cool.
It was fun. We went into the Underdark. And the Maelstrom.
The Storm Giants had to come out and admit that they weren't actually extinct. Giant psychic krakens, all kinds of shit. That said, this Blaster Coil Weird is going to explode. I would like the Theos, Hargrim, everybody except for Shino, really, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
That is a pass, that is a pass, that is a pass. That is a pass, and I think your Echo failed, and Shabazz has passed.
Wait, can my Echo fail? Doesn't even... Immune to all conditions.
Yeah, that's stuff like being grappled. It's not immune to having to make saving throws or damage. It's immune to being poisoned. Does Wally have advantage?
If Hargrim's in the bubble, Wally's in the bubble.
Is the bubble granting advantage?
His
Yes.
X level spell is.
He's got like
Oh,
magic circle
yeah.
or something.
That's right.
It's also granting everyone disadvantage to being disadvantage to anyone attacking within the bubble as well. Well, attacking us.
Oh, pardon me. I should have been taking that into account.
Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention. That's my bad.
Oh, my bad too.
I don't know that anybody got hit. It was just the fire elemental exploding, wasn't it?
Well, I'm thinking about the fire giant skeleton.
Oh yeah.
That probably should have been rolling with disadvantage. Oh well. I'll make it up to you guys later. Right, so everybody has succeeded. That is, before resistance, 14 damage. It returns to a medium size. And it is Hargrim's turn.
Okie dokie. I'll just start smacking this elemental right here. I will imbue. We'll add the stone strike. So.
Very good.
If I hit, you gotta make a save, and I forget what it is, so I will read it in a second. There you go.
Hey, Teddy.
Yeah, is it? Sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Mine, I had just adjusted my echo and changed my main character. HP.
Oh, you tried to change it with the token?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Roll20 doesn't recognize individual tokens.
Gotcha. I will adjust accordingly then.
So with Jex's aura, it gives advantage, or it's only disadvantage to attack us? I don't remember.
It gives them disadvantage to attack us, not us advantage.
Okay.
You do get advantage on saving throws.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and reckless. So I want to get this over with. My wife is being carried off by giants, so.
Very good.
And
This
possibly
elemental right
hitting
here,
on
yes?
them as well.
Yes, and he has to make a strength saving, or hold on. Saving throw or be pushed back. Strength saving throw or be pushed back 10 feet. Strength, let's see, 8 plus proficiency plus strength or con. So that would be 13 plus 19. AC 19.
Yes,
Fuck
made it.
you. Fuck you. Alright, I'll swing at him again.
That is a hit, 18 damage. He is almost out of here.
Well, I have the bonus actions. What can I do? I use a bonus action to use second wind. D10 plus 3. Nice.
Very nice.
And then, what was your aura? How much of the temp HP was it maxed?
Yeah, I stopped rolling when I hit max.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Very good. We have a fire elemental who is going to move down here. And it will be attacking Hargrim.
Okey-dokey.
Pardon me, he has disadvantage, but that's
No,
already a hit.
No, he's good because I reckless. No, it's even.
Ah, okay. will hit you with the second attack for 7 fire damage and an additional 4 fire damage for a total of 11. We have an Inferno Witch who is going to dash. And Eternal Flame Priest, who is also going to dash. And also keep on maintaining Blur, because why not? Spell slots are valuable. We have a Magman down here who is going to be attacking Hargrim with advantage because he's not in the circle, dealing 2 damage to Hargrim. But your fire resistance prevents you from being lit on fire. We have this other Magman down here who's also going to attack Hargrim.
Jake.
Missing big. And we have a Razor Blast. Who is gonna move? At this point, these other fellas that were keeping watch be added to the initiative. And they will start making their retreat as well. Round 5, starting with Shabazz.
I don't like the weirds. I feel like she knows all right. I'm going to bonus action Hexblade Curse the little weird.
Hexblade Curse. Remind us what that does for us, Sivu Plate.
Extra 5 damage on a hit.
Excellent.
Don't forget 19s are crits as well.
Oh yeah, that too. And
Got
we will
anything else
blast
for
him.
Hmm?
We're gonna blast him.
Get him.
Oh, that was just the damage. We don't actually roll.
See if there's any 19s in there. No, doesn't look like it, but that's still going to be a bunch of damage. So it's going to be 15 off the hop.
Oh, you can take the top 3 numbers. That's all 3. That's 3 damages there, or the top 3 rolls. So 18 plus 11 plus 20.
Right, Blaster Coil Weird, dead.
Wow.
All
Bumps
right.
that sucker out of the lava. The other Blaster Coil Weird goes, Barry! Anything else for us?
I would telepathically ask Jax how he likes the positioning.
Yeah, everyone but Shino's in the bubble, so I'm good here.
All right, into my turn. Well, I'm taking my temporary hit points for me and Pizzazz too.
I don't think you were low on HP, but you do heal off of Hexblade's Curse too.
Yeah.
Well then, Jax, the stage is yours.
Alright, it sounds like Shabazz wants to focus down explodey guys, so I'm gonna target this one and blast him. hell yeah, that's some damage.
Ping your target again, pardon? The other weird. Yeah, that's juicy. 32 damage. You almost completely obliterate it.
Alright, and then I forgot to do this last turn, but Wally's gonna double shot the one down here.
Very good. That is a hit. He dies, explodes, nobody takes any damage.
And then he's gonna use his second one on the one right in front of him then.
Get him. 14 is going to hit the same thing. Explodes, nobody takes any damage.
Alright, gonna fix his temp. He's died, so he doesn't need to do the Constitution. Alright, that's it for my turn.
Very good. We have a Flame Wrath who's just gonna keep running. I'm gonna dash. Flare actions. A need not require nothing at this point. This Razor Blast is going to make an intelligence check of himself. Fails. Do not have disadvantage, by the way, but take the first rolls in this house. So that is a 5. We'll move ahead. The fire giants continue to retreat. Chino, you witness as one of the fire giants sort of like hops down as he wades through the lava. His specially crafted armor not melting to the lava, so the lava comes kind of like up past his knees. He wades through, gets to the sort of lava fall at the end, and just like hops down, making a splash low everywhere. It's not being doesn't phase him at all. The Tyrannosaurus Rexes sort of like trained dogs do not bother the fire giants at all. And in fact, some of them, pardon me, sweetie. You are doing a good job. You get treated like that. The fire giant skeleton is going to be attacking Theo's Echo. Theocho. Sorry, does not have advantage. So I'll roll for recruit 1 just in case. No, that'll be miss. Second attack. I believe that's a hit.
Just hits.
24 damage on Theocho. Well, I see what you did there. The fire giant captain is going to continue taking Shino.
No. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Will dash while doing it. Sorry, the two of you sort of end up there. Didn't quite have the movement to get all the way up there. Where you see another fire giant at the end of this peculiar room. The tunnel opens above a pool of lava, the surface of which is at 30 feet below. A metal catwalk suspended 10 feet from the ceiling by iron chains connects to another tunnel on the far side, as well as to a stone column rising up from the magma. The catwalk passes through a hole in the column, and in the lava below, you see that serpentine creatures are gliding and splashing, though keeping their forms largely obscured. You already know what's happening to the south.
I'll telepathically relay everything that I see to these guys. It's like, I'm doing my part. I'm scouting.
This burly-looking giant looks to be a taskmaster and forge master of sorts. He strikes you as more of a blacksmith than a warrior, but still quite imposing. Raises a hand and greets the captain. The captain will raise her hand in turn. It is also much, much hotter in here. I'm going to request that you take a Constitution saving throw. All right, well, you pass it. No problem. You are not affected by the intense heat. If nothing else, it just happens to make your exposed skin glisten all the more tempestuously.
I'm glowing. I'm thriving.
Thriving and writhing. As an ex of mine used to say. Yeah, these fire giants are just gonna kind of go. This last one is gonna be like, go kill those guys back there. Hey, Gregor! And like they just start talking in Jotun, like water cooler talk. We have a flame wrath down here. Who is going to dash? Theo, it is your turn.
All right. Find melee. I want to use this. Would this count for melee spell attacks? It just says melee attacks. Is that specific to swords, or would I do that for melee spell attacks?
Whenever you take the attack action, you can use this feature a number of times.
I think that's like a weapon.
I think so too.
Well, yeah, because casting a spell would be casting a spell. That's not the attack action. So if you cast a spell, then you're not attacking.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am looking it up real quick. Oh. Spell attacks, as in having an accuracy check to hit an AC, are considered attacks. They're just also considered spells.
I'm just
As it turns out.
I'm just saying it says whenever you take the attack action. And casting a spell is not the attack action. Regardless of whatever the wording is in it, the attack action is making a physical attack. It has nothing. Casting a spell and attack action are separate things.
Alright. Well, that being said, I would like to. Let's see here. Let's get my thing lined up.
Yeah, according to Jeremy Crawford. The distinction is as Mud says. While spell attacks are considered attacks for certain wording and abilities, the attack action specifically is indeed making a physical attack of some kind.
All right. Well, that being said, I am going to point and cast a my fun spell. We're going to do a gravity sinkhole at the centered on this 20-foot radius.
Gravity sinkhole. No, you do not get any pho, buddy. That's going to be a failure for the skeleton. Same thing for the blister coil. Two fire elementals are going to pass.
Ah, damn it. Less.
But that is 22 force damage, and they are pulled to the epicenter, yes?
Yep.
Very good. The blister coil weird is dead. The first fire elemental is dead. The giant is going to take 22 damage. And the fire elementals who are not going to be moved will take 11. They're not looking good.
And then, there's a bigger fight somewhere else. I'm actually gonna hold up. Yeah, that'll be my turn. That didn't leave. That didn't leave. Okay, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Very good. This Razor Blast is going to make his retreat as his lady insisted. We have a remaining fire elemental who's going to move. Starting to catch wise. Is going to proc an attack of opportunity from Wally.
And then, is that objective aura?
The purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 20.
Yeah.
That's 20 temp, right? Or 19.
Yeah.
Does my echo get temporary HP? It doesn't quite say.
Jax, make Wally kill that elemental. He moved.
Oh shit, he did, huh? Do I get the
Yeah.
reaction?
You do get a reaction. Your temporary, your temp HP, it only applies to creatures, yes?
Yes. Or not, why am I saying yes? That's not.
I think you're right, but I'm gonna double check just in case.
Yeah, double check exactly what kind of the targets are. I don't believe Echo Knights benefit from temp HP, but it's good to double check. And yeah, Wally does get an attack of
whenever
opportunity.
a creature, including you.
Right. So unfortunately, the Echo Knight does not count.
Oh.
Wally
That
kills
should-
the fire elemental.
Hell yeah. Let's go, Wally. You're making up for the rest of your friends.
Shino, it's your turn.
I would have named him Walter White, but that's just me.
And get him some sunglasses, some aviators.
Not a fedora.
He's got some favorite candies in his pocket.
Or are you just happy to see me? This seems like a question I should know, but I don't. If I cast from a spell scroll, does that still apply my changing damage types from a scribe?
No. The spell scroll is if you're casting from a scroll, the scroll is set.
That's kind of what I thought.
Wither in Bloom?
Yeah.
On whom?
In that blue circle. The blue 10-foot circle. And then Hardroom. You can take...
Make a deception check.
What? Because of my little
No,
giant friend?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, is this gonna provoke her?
Yeah, you are pulling a spell scroll out of your titties, unfolding it, reciting a spell.
Hi.
Yeah, you're gonna have to beat 2 perception checks.
No. I just don't do that. I was gonna do some light reading. That's fine. All right. I'm not gonna beat either of that, and I don't want to get grabbed. All right. So then, you know what? That's fine. I won't help my friends. I'm just gonna.
You can't. It's just a sleight of hand check.
Alright, I said I would be good! I'm just gonna drink a potion then. As my action. And
Okay.
everyone's running away from me. Or running away from Navi.
That will not arouse suspicion.
As much as I'd like to chase with Navi, I'd also like to continue having a pocket wizard in this area. move Navi with the bonus, and I'll drink a potion with my action, a greater, because that's 20. And that's my turn.
Very good.
I'll be a good little slave for now.
We have an Inferno Witch who is going to dash. And the Eternal Flame Priest that made his investigation check earlier is going to pull a switch that none of you can see, but do hear the sound of stone grinding against stone as the Flame Priest calls as the door is closing. You aren't our High Priestess! You're a fucking fraud! Should never refer to somebody else as a sex doll. A lot of other things, but not that. Come on now. Also, one other thing, and the door closes. This is going to change the behavior. As over the course of the next couple of rounds, Shino, you will more than likely bear witness this news spreading among the retreating fire cultists. Hargrim, it is your turn.
Alrighty. We're going to now take a step up so that fire giant can't get any closer to Theo. I will smack. We'll take care of this elemental first. I will swing at him. We will go reckless again, because why not?
That kills him.
Beautiful. And then we'll swing at the giant.
I hope you know you're like you have your toes on the ledge of this platform.
Good. I did forget to add giant's might to that, but that's fine. I will add the stone strike to this one. How will that work? How big is he?
He's huge.
Strength. It doesn't say a size limit on this.
It appears to not have a size limit.
Okay, so he'll probably save anyways, but we'll give her a go.
Probably because whatever's bigger than a giant is way scarier.
And then that DC will be 19. Strength.
Very good. Magic Circle has a disadvantage on saving throws for enemies, or disadvantage on saving throws for good guys. It looks like it's not disadvantage on saving throws. It's just you guys have advantage. That's a strength save?
Yes.
You're serious? Huh. Well, that's a 4.
10 feet in a straight line away from me.
Right into Navi.
Huh.
This Inferno Witch is going to stop to listen to the commotion this this cultist is making. You know what? She'll cast False Life on herself. Give herself some temp HP. And head back inside. This Eternal Flame Priest is already running and a coward, so he's just going to keep on trucking. Gonna dash, maintain that blur. This Razor Blast is gonna start coming back. Curious about what this priest is talking about. And the first of the T-Rexes are gonna start making their way downtown. Will dash to do it, however, that does give them a speed penalty. They're not burned by the lava. It's still difficult terrain for them. Round 6, we are starting with Shabazz. And you see this fucking thing. Look at that guy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like it. We'll cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Very good. Are you good at wisdom saves, buddy?
Yeah.
Apparently so.
I'll Silvery Barbs him.
Yeah.
I believe it's still half damage.
It's like a dog when you blow it like a dog whistle in front of a dog who's just friendly and just starts like barking and dancing around and only mildly freaking out, not as much as you'd hope it would.
I'll use my bonus action to try to telepathically shove him back 10 feet then. Or I said 5 feet.
Very good.
That's a DC 15 strength save. I got an advantage to give for my Silvery Barbs. Anybody want it or need it? That is the end of my turn. Unless you want me to move.
You can move if you want.
I'm sorry, I would be asking Jax if he was good with positioning.
From what I can see, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of my turn. And let's give the advantage to does somebody need it or not have one or not have a bardic?
It's only the people you can see, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess I'll take it.
I'm gonna say if you can see Shino or at least Navi, you might be able to give it to Shino.
I don't think it works like that.
Too bad we can't see through each other's eyes with telepathic bond.
If we bribe the DM, anything is possible.
So what is the play?
I just have to ask this because I think rules as written. If I'm invisible, I can't see me, so I don't know that I can give me my Silvery Barbs advantage.
You can give yourself your... We'll go Descartian. You know that you are there.
But I can't see me, man. Freaking me out.
Am I even real?
It's fine.
Object permanence.
You have object permanence when it comes to yourself. But if you enjoy the roleplay and you want to give it to, like, say, Arkham or Theo, I'm not going to fight you on that.
No, that's good. My turn's over.
Very good. Jex, what are we doing?
Walking over lava is damage, yes.
Yep. You can walk on it. You won't sink into it. That's all good. It's still extremely hot.
Fair. Hey,
You do have
Hargrim,
fire resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hargrim, you're big as fuck. Can Wally climb on your back?
Yep.
Alright. He's gonna take his action to get on Hargrim's shoulders so he can strike down with his glaive from there, and then I'm gonna shoot the big one with my main character.
Very good. Get him.
That's how you gave your jobber a name, but you can't remember. You didn't say your own.
I know.
Like, Wally's gonna do this. Main character's gonna do this.
Listen. They lost a character last week. It's all a mess right now.
Oh god, that was such a good roleplay session. Holy shit.
It made me quite pleased. I'm also quite pleased to tell you that you did 24 damage to the fire giant skeleton who still doesn't know where those bullets are coming from.
It's the small glowing light over his head.
He tries to eat it, but to no avail. Anything else for Jax?
No, that's my turn.
We have a Flame Wrath who is going to keep on moving and is going to use his turn to explain to some other individuals some of the things that are happening. And they are going to question him as to what he means by Vanifer ordered you to retreat. Layer actions are not yet into effect. We have a Razor Blast who is taking his turn to listen to the Flame Priest. We have a Fire Giant who is going to dash and park his big ass right there. We're going to no door. Do you know what's great about this? Actually, Shino, you can't hear what anybody's saying.
I know. There's so much I want to do, but I can't. I don't know. I just don't know.
At this point, Navi is too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Jotun?
Nope.
All right, so you're trying to read the lips of this guy, but you don't know the language.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And the guy that screamed, "Yeah, Vanifer's a fake," I can't even see him.
Yeah, he's definitely out of line of sight. This guy's gonna move over this way and is going to focus on Hargrim.
He has advantage.
But it's neutral.
Fine.
But it doesn't matter.
That is going to be 10 damage from the first attack, 14 from the second. That is the Fire Giant's turn. Yeah, Captain is going to move this way. I would like Shino to make a perception check.
Oh fuck! I don't know shit.
Nope, the panic is setting in and it's real fucking hot.
Accurate.
But there is a rather intense conversation happening between these giants. This giant's gonna park right there. A second half Red Dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex comes around the corner, having to end their turn right there after a dash. This Flame Wrath is gonna actually stick right here. Theodosius, it is your turn.
Alright. These dinosaurs are not friend shaped. So
But they could be.
they could be friend shaped.
We have room in the stable.
Oh, Shino is in a position to see the manifest zone.
Uh-huh.
Shino, would you like a picture of the manifest zone?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
That's allowed to do.
That's actually super sick.
I agree.
I'm surprised I don't see any more than this, like, token-wise, but that's okay.
We're gonna go Echo Theo. Theoko is going to run up to this giant. And we're gonna do a good old slashy slash.
Get him. That will be a hit. Big hit, 11 damage. What about Theo Prime?
Oh, I guess so. We're gonna go. Oh, I can't be. Maybe we should go ahead. Hold on.
Also, while you're figuring that out, if you rolled higher on your perception check, I may or may not have revealed more tokens.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That's fair.
We're gonna go. No, that's a big group. Shit. Let me see the stand right there. I can't attack anything because that was my. I can either take my attack on Prime or I can use my attack to attack. Yeah, so that is.
I see.
I do have the feature, but I gets only once for long rest, so I don't want to use
Understood.
That though, Theo, is the attack action, so then you could use the Echo Knight being able to attack again.
True.
Because you did take the attack action that time, so that ability you were trying to use before is usable now.
Yes, but I don't want to use it. I only get once per long rest, so I don't want to use it.
No, you get up to your con modifier.
I have a +1 Constitution.
Okay, never mind.
This is Theo we're talking about.
I wish it was strength or intelligence, because then I could use it a few times, but no. Alas.
Yeah. Who said? If only someone told you there were benefits to being healthy.
Why be healthy when you can just be smart?
I wish I was either of those.
Well, you don't do curls with your like stacks of books?
Nope.
Shino, you do see that this Eternal Flame Priest is sort of like giving a sermon, like very hurriedly explaining something. To his fellows, though you don't really see much. You only get like half the conversation having to look around the corner. What would you like to do with your turn?
Right. Wee. I know what's to come, and I've already blundered more times than I can count. So it's hard for me to justify spending a spell. But also, I'm deep in this bitch, and I don't know that the gig is up, but I don't know if I want to go any further.
You sure are. I would have loved to have given you guys an opportunity for a short rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love preparing catnap to never use it.
I'm just saying, we're still, like, we can still get out from the elevator, right? We can still retreat the way we came in.
I just want to point out
Most
Sheena-
of you.
Sheena used her Misty Step not to escape, but on the shoulder of the giant.
I didn't want to be manhandled. Besides, in the position where I was at, Navia's side for this instance, in the position where I was at, a Misty Step wouldn't have put me anywhere else, so that was safer.
We have water walking. You could have stood on the lava.
Well, that's true. You do still take fire damage.
Yeah. So
You
my
can-
safest option, again, Navia side, because that's probably what I'm gonna do now. My safest bet was staying with the big giant.
Mm-hmm.
But now you don't know
Now
what they're
I-
saying.
Now
But
I
no-
gotta,
yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
kill everyone here. Come and save you. Everyone.
Yeah. I'm half tempted to just leave a parting gift of a ball of sort in that little corner over there. I don't know how much good that's gonna do me. Why is it every time I'm like, I don't really want to spend high expensive spells, and I'm sitting here going like, but a 5th level fireball though. I might fuck around and find out. Alright. I don't see much.
Uh-huh.
What's the range on fireball again? 150. Oh, there's plenty.
Yeah, you have plenty of room.
I don't think I don't think that square is justified. Maybe right there. All right. I'm gonna say to my pseudo captor, I'm just gonna say it's been lovely taking a ride with you in this journey, but I fear my stay has been long overdue and I must leave, but I will stay true to my word and I shall not harm you because I am a good girl. But I am gonna send a parting gift for these little Jabberwockies.
You are a worthy slave. What type of damage is this?
Force because its Steel Wind Strike is 5th level as well.
Ah, very good. You are out of line of sight for anybody who can counterspell.
That's what I was hoping for.
Uh-huh.
5th level is just for added damage. It might have been overkill, but there's no kill like overkill. And while you're doing that, through Navi, I'm gonna Misty Step back to my friends.
What?
It is legal.
Misty Step is any place you can see, and I can see through Navi.
Within 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
Scribe Wizard is very good.
Uh-huh. Just not in my hands.
You get all of them.
That looks like all of them.
Even guys you didn't know was there, you get all of them.
Well, that's the beauty about Fireball. I don't need to see everyone.
That's true.
Alright, do you still need the circle?
So 39. No, I don't need the circle.
Accidentally Misty steps into them and fireballs all over us.
No. No. But I am going to Misty through Navi. And then part of me wants to go like, oop, nope, not circle anymore. Part of me wants to go over here, but then I realize Shabazz and Jex are invisible, and I don't want Dino Doors chasing me. So I would like to, if plausible, be on that little. Oh, it's because I'm snapping a corner. That's why. I'd like to be on this little pillar thingy.
I'm just
Right
gonna move
here.
you next to Navi, and then you can.
Okay. Shawhoop! And then, just like a magical steamy mist, Ashino appears back to you all. And I'm gonna wink to Hargrim and say, "Did you miss me?" And now we are within 30 feet, so we get our AC bonus.
Never doubted you for a minute.
That gonna be my turn, brother man.
What a great turn. You know that was a collective 273 damage.
Hell yeah. And nobody's dead.
That does include you as well, though, as in not being dead.
That is good.
That is true. These fire guys are gonna get up to something. Hargrim, it is your turn.
Alrighty. We'll take some swings at the giant. I'm not gonna reckless this time because I assume I'm gonna get smacked by some lava puppies soon.
He's out of the circle anyway, so he'll have advantage.
Right.
Proper advantage.
Yeah, giant. So giants might. Oh, fuck it. I'll throw another stone strike on this one. That's what I've used 2. And we'll swing.
That is a big hit. Almost a crit.
It's so close.
Yeah, I'd like to crit because that heals me, but I just can't do it.
And it'll be the final hit of the campaign.
Yeah, I need him to make a strength saving throw or get thrown 10 feet.
What's your DC?
19.
That is a failure. You didn't have advantage. Anything else for us?
No, I get another attack, so I'm gonna actually step out. Fuck him. And I'll swing again.
Very good.
Alright.
Damn.
You take 18 damage.
It's just for standing in the fire.
Yeah. Is lava, brother.
I'm walking up.
Yeah.
I'm walking here. Unfortunately, rules as written.
Yeah.
Water walk does not negate lava.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and step
You
back.
can walk in the lava.
I'm gonna go back to the platform and take my 10 feet. Ouch.
Very good. That will be 21 damage. The fire giant skeleton is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. That's my AC.
Even with ceremony?
Yeah, it goes up to 18. So.
Ew.
That is going to be 16
Disadvantage
slash
still.
damage. He still has disadvantage?
Was he in the bubble?
No, he's over
No.
here now. Arkham knocked him away.
I threw him more because it's fun. And it's a little extra damage.
It does a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
It may not be.
As long as the creature of your choice is within the radius, and other
was out.
creatures have disadvantage on. Oh, you moved into it.
I was
Okay,
outside of it, yeah. I moved out of it and then moved back in.
My bad.
What was that, Shabazz?
This is just a future reminder, especially for your weapon, Hargrim. There's a house rule that says you can make it a crit, but you take on a level of exhaustion to do it, which is dangerous in here, but if you need that heal, there's a house rule that lets you crit anything, so...
Right.
And I do have pockets of.
I do have a ranged throwing hammer that does extra damage to giants that I could be using right now too. But yeah, semantics.
Oh. Don't worry, there's plenty more giants. I saw at least 4.
Yeah, I get to add like 2d8 if I'm throwing it at the giants. So I just don't always get the chance to throw at range. So
That hit into a crit is a good shout, though. I used that many a times on my burst chain smiting paladin.
that's my turn.
I'm really glad you didn't end your turn on the lava.
Me too. I took more damage than I gave. So.
This Infernal Witch is gonna go ahead and yep. Gonna do that real quick. This guy's gonna dash. Gonna burn out his blur for nothing. This guy's gonna move. And we have a T-Rex.
Monkey.
Who is going to attack Hargrim with a disadvantage.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Biting you hard.
Yeah.
For 32 piercing, that's dropped down to 16. You're not grappled because you're too big.
Oh.
That's nice.
I agree.
It's then going to attack you with its tail.
Okay.
No? Yes, it's going to attack you with its tail.
Oh,
That one is going to miss. And we're at the beginning of round 7, 10 minutes, almost 15 minutes after we should have taken our break. So let's take that break. 10 to 15 minutes, fellas. You guys are going to fight some half red dragon T-Rexes. I like these things a lot. They're fun. The big old critters that they are. But it does look like you guys turned the tide. Look at this. Nobody died.
have we? Have we?
Nobody died. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
I've seen some things.
going. Over. Oh, that's fun. Nice. What's she doing?
I am back.
Talk about a jump scare.
I'm sorry. How about a slurp scare instead?
I was just not ready.
It's lava sound effects.
Hell yeah.
No, seriously, I sweat bullets whenever my cat comes walking by on my desk, precariously close to my bowl. I know there's still broth on it. I'm like Michael
Scared they'll
Scott, just
spill
like,
it?
no. Pardon moi?
I said scared they'll spill it.
Yep. I mean, Jay's pretty good about that kind of stuff, though. Like, I've never had a situation where, like, he did the typical cat thing of seeing something on a counter and, like, knocking it off. He's been pretty well behaved in that particular way.
Hell yeah.
I do appreciate my blessings. Welcome back, Mud. Welcome back, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, Baloo.
Hello.
Hello, Cat. Since we're all here, let's get back to rocking. Shabazz, the floor is yours. Unless there's anything important anybody wants to discuss. Otherwise, it's Shabazz's show.
All right. Don't like them. And now that the room is more clear, I'm a little bit less worried about being invisible, so. Hit those bastards with a slow.
Yeah, buddy. The 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube. That counts. That is a wisdom saving throw from the both of them. Gotta get an 18. Neither of them got an 18. So, with a command from Shabazz, the T-Rexes begin to take their time.
I will bonus action shove the one that's still in the hallway.
Very good.
That passes. It's 15 on that DC. And now that we are visible, Jax, I am scurrying back behind Hargrim.
Valid.
Nyum.
Action, bonus action, movement, end of turn.
Jax, what are we doing?
We're gonna go back to blasting the big skelly. I want
No
to
more
turn this
advantage,
vent.
though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to turn that off. We're not invisible anymore. Need to be
25 still gonna
blasted.
do it. 29 is going to kill the fire giant skeleton.
Hell yeah. And then from Wally, miss. I guess you can just take both of those misses. I forgot to turn it off for him.
Who says that missed?
Oh,
They're slow. They're big. They're dinosaurs. That's 14 damage to that sucker.
I'm guessing the 9 would miss though.
The 9 would miss, but we take the first rolls in this house.
Oh, I was saying because he's got multi-attack. I was just going to take both those rolls.
Oh no, you got magic circle up, right? Oh no, they have disadvantage on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9 would miss.
All right, that's my turn.
Well, all right then. We have a flame wrath. Who is going to dash? And begin praying. Are you gonna keep concentration on the major illusion Vanifer?
It's a 7th level spell. I don't need to.
Very good.
So yeah, it's up for 10 minutes. Until I dismiss it.
Understood. Yeah, we are gonna have a layer action do something. You hear or you feel the cavern rumble. And the heat begin to build. However, the exact what exactly happened currently is a mystery to most of you. No, currently at this point, all of you. There's a violent shaking, and you hear the sound of erupting lava. However, you're not in a position to actually see what happened from where any of you are at, and it doesn't affect any of you detrimentally enough. So we are good. We have a Razor Blast. Who is going to take a turn? A fire giant who's going to take a turn. The captain who's going to take a turn. And much more relevantly, a T-Rex who is not going to move, but will make a single action. You know what? Actually, he is going to move. He's going to move about there. He can only really get about there with his reduced movement. But he is in a cone upwards. Going to use fire breath. And is going to try and get all of you with it. So I'm going to need some dexterity saving throws. And we are looking at a maximum of 25 damage on a failure. Since you all have fire resistance.
Does Echo Theo need to do one?
No, he's outside of the range.
Can we get advantage because of Jack's spell?
You
or
do
something?
get advantage because of Magic Circle.
Okay.
It's a dex check
Yes, dexterity save. Yeah.
or save, yeah.
The DC is only 16. So unfortunately, it looks like Pizzazz is going to get hit with the full 25, and Hargrim is going to get hit with the full 25. Because unfortunately, Barbarian Rage and Magic Resistance do not stack.
Mhm.
You only get resistance once.
Mhm.
However, everyone else is going to take
12.
12. Thank you. God, my brain shorted. Hero point for Shabazz for doing basic math better than me.
And that is the equivalent of an inspiration.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is the equivalent of inspiration. Fuck me.
It is the equivalent, but it's way shittier. A hero point is so much better.
Hero points are pretty good. You can have up to 3 of them at a time. But yeah, it looks like everybody saves, except for Pizzazz and except for Hargrim. So that's 12 for everybody except for Hargrim and Pizzazz, who take 25. And I believe Pizzazz still has all of his temp HP, so...
Yeah, I'm just keeping track of Pizzazzes on my paper here. You can if you want to, but it's such a pain in the ass to keep track of these freaking...
No, I understand. And that will be the Tyrannosaurus's turn. This Flame Wrath is going to keep his position where he's at, so I'm just going to take him out of the turn marker. Very unlikely that he'll be taking another turn during this combat. Theodosius, it is your turn.
Alright,
Wait, pardon me, I forgot. Never mind, please continue.
we are going to... I want something... You know what? My dragon mark glows as I kind of brace myself, and from the lava emerges a earth elemental.
Very cool. Ba-boom.
Sweet. And then does it get to move on my turn?
Yep. At the end of your turn, it gets to do its things.
Sweet. And then I don't remember. Hold on, I gotta read this again because it's attack action. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so then that'll be my turn. If I go on the other side of the dinosaur, does that give Hargrim flanking? Or is it too big to flank?
With the elemental spirit and your echo there, yes, you are flanking, especially with the help from Wally.
You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. So Echo's gonna move here. Elemental's gonna go there, and then I'm gonna fly over. Oh. Shoot. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here, Elemental to here, and Echo to here. Because I still want to be within range. You know what? Sorry. There we go. And then that'll be my turn, so I stay within range. And then Elemental turn is gonna go. Let me pull up that thing again. And then it's going to do a slam attack.
Yeah, buddy, that is gonna hit.
Sweet.
11 bludgeoning.
I think it only does one.
11, it's 11 plus 4 because you cast it at the 4th level.
It actually does 2 attacks.
Oh, well, that one's gonna miss, I'm afraid.
Unfortunate. And I think that is it now. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Sculpt spells. Yeah, nope, that'll be it.
Oh, very good. Razor Blast is going to move there. Take that off the initiative. Shino, it is your turn.
I can jump on these little pebbles, right?
Yes. It's precarious. I will technically need an acrobatics check with the state that they're in.
Okay.
Kind of tempted to give you disadvantage because of the heals.
I'll do it.
All right.
Acrobatics. Wouldn't have made it anyways.
I'm going to give you difficult terrain. You can determine where you are, but you're at half movement. And you will be taking 25 fire damage. But you are going to make it just onto that.
25 halved is 12.
25 half is 12. Yeah.
8 is. That's how much. Okay. So that goes. That goes to there. Rolling a con save for the globe of invulnerability that does fuck all for me.
You pass.
I don't know why I'm maintaining concentration. I don't have anything better. And then since we're a little tight in places, let's see here. Is one of the dinos?
Which dino? This that dino?
I think that one.
Then you'll release a mind sliver. Is there Very good.
I want to keep that one slow.
You have no idea. You have no idea how tough it is for mind sliver to work on these beasties. Intelligence saving throw.
Yay.
They have a -4.
Oh, yay.
They have an
Shit.
intelligence of 2. They barely function. 11 damage. What else happens to him? That's a
Just,
D4 in the next saving throw.
Yeah,
Fuck, they're gonna be slowed forever.
that's the point. And then my bonus action, since I'm here, I'm just gonna move Navi back in this little corridor. Actually, no. I forgot where she was. She was like right here.
That's
I'll move Navi that way.
understood.
And that's it, Chief.
Hargrim, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. We are going to first and foremost hold up. Where did it go? 8d4 plus 8 north. We're gonna bonus action chug a potion of superior. That's what 8d4 plus 8. Yucky. Okie dokie. About how I expected that to go. And then we're gonna whack. No stone strike this time. It's 1 and 2. Wow.
Oh, wow.
He can't take reactions.
He can't take reactions. So
I did
the
roll on
first
that
attack is
one.
gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to drop Soul Eater into the lava.
I'm gonna use the bardic inspiration I have.
Very good.
Does that negate on that one?
I've always ran it as being able to negate nat ones.
Okay, it's a D10, right?
Yep.
Not much
That makes it
better.
hit.
Isn't it? I'm gonna re-roll that damage then, because I rolled a 1. I still have that feat.
Very
It
good.
was another one.
I can only re-roll the damage.
Ooh!
Oh wow. Max damage, baby.
So, yeah, 19.
2 vicious hits.
I'll,
And the
that's all.
half dragon T-Rex has very nice HP.
I never added one. What did I roll?
Nice.
And then I will add my temp, and I'm done.
Were you rolling those with advantage?
What's that?
Were you rolling those attacks with advantage?
No.
Oh, you
I-
should have been. You're in
You
the
should
magic
have been.
circle.
And
Oh.
So actually,
flanking.
take your bardic inspiration back. That would have just counted as 1 attack. So I'm gonna give him 21 HP back. Yeah, just make a second attack with advantage. You're in magic circle.
My bad.
And
No
you're,
worries.
you got flanking rules, so.
You have double advantage.
Oh, there.
Oh shit!
Oh, finally.
Soul Eater in your hands starts
minute.
to glow a necromantic green before the light along the edge glints and transforms to a bloodthirsty red.
Has your rage damage not been applying this whole time?
I don't know.
Oh, weird. It doesn't look like it has.
Well,
Well,
there we go.
it's what he gets for abandoning his wife.
Yeah.
I will take your reroll 10 and apply that to that too,
Okay.
retroactively. So we'll just add 8 onto that.
I don't want it. No thanks.
So
I'm just
that will be
getting all the ones out of the way.
that'll be 35 damage. And how much do you recover?
The
Oh.
opponent brought it.
Pardon me, that's another 9. And
So-
you recover 9 HP.
I'll take it.
It is also spicy, and for 6 seconds you understand Draconic. You fall into a mind space where your soul and astral projected self are tumbling through the primordial soup of creation. In a time when Eberron was not a planet but a dragon, a great astral beast with her siblings Cyprus and Kyber roaring through the sea of stars. They had begun their mystical process of creation, their godlike act of creation, creating life on this rock, knowing that all of their draconic descendants are just pale shades of their power, and you are a pale shade of that pale shade as you sup upon the draconic blood, its life essence bolstering your body. Your eyes, your pupils become draconic slits for a moment, and you see into the spirit of fire. Flames fill your lungs and your veins as this draconic essence courses through you. You then burp and you forget all of that has happened. Got anything else for us?
What's the bit
No, no, I'm good. That's it.
That guy's gonna have a turn. This guy's gonna have a turn. And we have a T-Rex who is going to try and dash through difficult terrain while slow, and will get there.
Nice.
even though it's close, Theo is just a few too many feet away for a tail attack to hit.
Oh,
So
darn.
that's the T-Rex's turn. Shabazz, what do we got at the beginning of round 8?
Okay. I don't know if my illusion's gonna be that effective over there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna move my illusion right here. And I'm gonna have it, like, call to the dogs. Like have her calling them. They seemed intelligent enough to know what the giants were talking about, so I'm gonna see if her trying to summon them back will at least.
Right. Make a deception check through your illusion. You do definitely have their attention.
Damn.
Actor feat, I've got advantage on all deception rolls.
Understood. This one is surrounded by enemies, has been attacked by Hargrim. It is too incensed in bestial fury to recognize any commands. This one, however, starts wagging his tail. Looks like he is going to start making his way back to Vanifer. Just for fun, let's do an investigation check. Wow.
Ooh.
That's Vanifer, all right. Shabazz, got anything else?
Good
Anything
lord.
else for us?
-3.
Yeah, let's give Shino a bardic.
Huh? Oh. Thank you. You rocking 10s these days?
Yeah. Do you want me to move close enough so you can mount Pizzazz for now? He can carry all three of us, but it's gonna be half movement. But he's still got 45 feet of flying speed, so.
If Shino gets on, I can get off and just tag my own flying.
If Shino gets on, you're gonna get off, huh?
Hell yeah.
You know what? That convinced me. All right.
Are you good? You're not gonna. It's not gonna. Or don't you have
He's-
cooldowns for that?
That's my wife. I can hear everything you say in your head.
Okay. I'll move close to Shino. Well, I think yeah, that's good. No, let me move back a little bit more. I don't want to get hit by that fire breath if he gets it back.
Just go to the other side of me. Yeah, there you
That's fine. Okay, I see him. My turn.
go.
Very good, Jexter. What do we got?
So it's my bonus action to activate my Steps at Night, and then I'm going to start with Wally, have him double hit since he got the advantage.
Miss. That's a hit.
Hell yeah.
You could say that he is the danger.
And then Jex is going to take his shot. And that's my turn.
Very good. 22 damage, quite juicy. That Razor Blast. Yeah. Right. Does not get his fire breath back, so he is going to try and eat Wally as the last person. as the last person who attacked. I did damage. Wally evades. Oh, look at that, 40 piercing. It would have been 40 piercing. But here we are. Theodosius, it is your turn.
Right. I don't want to use. I wish I had a higher constitution. Sucks being a wizard.
But I've been saying this whole time.
All right. I don't want to use that spell just yet.
He's thinking, or he's pretending he's thinking about what to do, but he's eyeballing Hargrim's Constitution necklace right now.
I'm going to.
Did once belong to another Echo Knight.
I'm going to reach forward. No, I'm not. I'm going to. I'm gonna kind of like lasso the air and try and get its little dino hands, and then with a shocking grasp. Oh, I did lightning lower. Yes, okay. It's not gonna go anywhere, but it's gonna do damage nonetheless.
Enough damage to kill.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna move away. Probably to here. Echo, Theo's also going to move away, and Elemental is going to move up. And then that'll be my turn, and Elemental is going to do 2 smashes. Ka-chow. Oh, too many times.
So that'll be 6 damage. Very good. Anything else for us?
I'm still doing really good on health.
Teddy, that damage is, it says 6 plus the spell's level, so it's 10 total, I think, because it's a 4th level spell.
Yes.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, that'll be my turn now.
Oh, I got spoiled because last time we used Elemental Spirit, we had fuddled with it then to just automatically do the.
It's very likely it probably reset when we level up too.
Oh no, it does. It does have it.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled a
should be
2.
1d10. Yeah. So yeah, it's already taking it into account. It just has the flavor text still in there.
Ooh, my bad. Sorry.
No worries. It's good to have an eye out. Chino, what do we got?
Is Puppy still running away even after being attacked?
He might attack the elemental spirit, but is gonna be making his way over to Mantifer, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get on, and I'll kiss the back of Shabaz's bald head, and call him my bald Jesus for coming to save me.
What the fuck is a Jesus?
That was Pizzazz, by the way, who said that.
Pray thee, my lady, what the fuck is a Jesus?
How long does this last for you? Alright.
Sorry?
I think it's time to do. Is it time? Fuck it. I summon Teal.
Oh,
Good old reliable. And I don't. It sounds silly, but I don't want Tio to attack the doggy. Because I don't want to summon her and then just automatically lose her immediately. I think I'm gonna stick with Foresight Cold.
Very good.
I don't really need the resistance. I'll just do Force just for GP. But I will have. Yeah. I will have her come up here. And I will move Navi with the bonus for a little bit. Spend my movement to get on Pizzazz. And that's everything.
Tio notices something. A fire Myrmidon is emerging from the bonfire.
Okay. Well, I guess, hold on. Where is it? 60-foot fly? That was probably like, what, 30 feet? And 30-foot cone. I will, if I see this thing, I will then breath attack it.
Very good.
We'll leave Puppy for everyone else. Well, that's successful.
He'll take 5 damage.
Alright. Now that'll be it.
Hargrim, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. We're gonna whip out the old throwing hammer. She hasn't seen his action in a while. I gotta make sure to turn off the rune Thor bump. And we're gonna yuck it at the dragon T-Rex thing.
Get him.
We'll go reckless. There's nothing else here that can hit me, so right now. Oh. And I need to re-roll that D8.
Get him.
Those are rolled, the extra damage on the dragon attack are rolled dice too. You would get 2 more d8s on top of that too. Or wait, is he a giant?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's true though, right? If it crits on that, it would be
I
4
think it's-
d8 damage on a giant.
Correct. If you crit one of those giants that are in here, they're in for a bad time.
Yep. But I want to do that with Soul Eater. So.
But even that though, it deals an extra 1d8, but because that's a crit, you should get 1 more d8 on that, right?
It rolled 2 of them in the second section. A 5 and a 6, and then a regular damage, which was a D8 plus. I rolled 4 of them, it looks like.
Yes, it did. I see it now.
Which was the regular, the throne, and then the crit and the throne from the crit, right? Should have thrown. It should have been 4.
If my math is right, that's 54 damage.
Nice.
Good.
And if my math is wrong, but higher than what it should be, you don't need to correct me.
And I'll do it again
Oh shit.
because it comes back to me.
Do it.
Yeah, that did it right. So the regular and the throne. Yep, yep. Actually, you'll have to remove
Yeah.
the Giant's Might -4 from that.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to take that one off. It's only on the first hit.
That's 29. Not too shabby. Anything else for us, Hargrim?
I don't know. That'll be it.
Yeah, this guy's gonna try to get the elemental spirit boom, 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 with a bite.
Damn.
38 damage. The elemental spirit, if it can be, is grappled. And like a dog with a dog treat, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is gonna make his way slowly over to the illusionary Vanifer. Round 9, Shabazz, what do we got?
Pew pew pew.
Get him?
I'm gonna roll a D4 on that 15 because I'm blessed still.
You can if you want, but you still hit.
I will not then.
Oh wait, I should probably double check. Nope, still slowed. That will do it. The elemental spirit is freed, plunks back into the lava, but he's made out of fire, so I figure he's probably fine.
I'm gonna move it so I can see down that hallway a little bit better where the Myrmidon is.
Very good.
All right. That was my action, my bonus action, my movement.
It's
And
Jax's
my jumps can be done.
Actually, can I get Jackson Chino to roll a perception check real quick?
I don't know shit.
Neither of you do, unfortunately, but that'll be fine. Jax, please take your turn.
Out of curiosity, did my elemental spirit get like pushed away, washed away, pulled away? Or is that Tio?
I could probably put him. Well, Tio's up here.
Okay.
Your elemental spirit is right here. You got spit back out by the T-Rex when it died. That's fine.
Okay. I was just curious.
I guess I'm just gonna take my movement and end my turn because I can't see anything and I don't want to get too far ahead of everyone else.
Somebody go save Potato.
Potato will be fine.
Yeah, that'll be it.
The Myrmidon is going to attack you. 3 scimitar attacks. 1, 2. We'll add fiery strikes to that. So that'll be 15 slashing damage, or 10 slashing, 5 fire. And we'll miss. Single attack manages to hit. Theodosius, it is your turn.
All right.
Nope.
I almost called you Theolicious.
There we go.
So Echo Fecco is gonna go there. I've got a fly speed of 60 feet, so we're gonna go.
Thaco?
Oh god.
It's my Thecco. It's Yo Echo. I'm gonna go there, and then my little dude, I think is what, 40 feet? Just move him on my turn as well. 40 feet, yeah. He's gonna go. Oh wait, are these like stone walls and stuff like that?
Yeah, they're volcanic walls.
Alright, he's gonna meander over to here and burrow.
Burrow, alright, and he goes.
And then he's gonna go. Oh, no. Sweet. Ah,
You're in the forbidden zone.
I am. And he's just gonna go over to here. That's the
Right
one,
on.
yeah.
By the way, are you guys familiar with Wild Beyond the Witchlight?
It's a great campaign setting, and I watch a group who plays it, and they're absolutely hilarious.
Legends of Adventure.
I love Legends of Avantras.
A man of culture. One of the NPCs they have in that game is a clown named Thaco. Absolutely intentional. Look how depressed this motherfucker. All right, what else we got?
I'm probably not within 15 feet. No. Okay.
That's the illusion Vanifer.
Sorry, what was that, Cat?
I said that's the illusion Vanifer.
That's true. That is the illusion Vanifer.
Telepathically, I'm gonna tell everybody else, shh, don't tell Theo.
We're gonna do, just because I want to get this person hit, we're gonna do a Toll the Dead on this Myrmidon.
No, that's Vanifer.
Oh,
That's
oh, that's,
Image.
that's yours?
That's the illusion Vanifer.
Oh.
It's a good illusion.
It is a good illusion. Real Michael didn't know what we were doing.
Well, look who's back to face me.
That only would have been better if you were like, I'm going to gravity sinkhole.
Right? We're gonna do a cloud kill right there. You know what? I'm going to hold a Toll the Dead in case a bad guy pops up within 60 feet of me.
Very good.
That'll be my turn.
Ashino, what do we got?
I'll tell Hargrim. I'll be like, dearest, there's something over there, but you can take this path and loop around without having to be in the fire.
Oh,
Okay.
You're big and strong. You can probably jump that.
You think I
I mean-
could jump?
the capabilities of your vertical is up to you. But I'm just saying the path does loop around if you don't want to take 69 fire damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I do. He starts thinking about you in a way that makes the ring red.
Oh,
Flames go around it.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna. That's not what that was supposed to do. I'm going to shoot Tio, not Hargrim, with this, and Tio is going to disengage because this is not a very good spot to fight it.
Play the sound clip. Play the somatic components. That very good.
Oh, you healed her. Thank you for the math. Yeah, Tio's gonna disengage so she can pull and lead that guy back. Because I can't really do anything. Tio's probably in the same vein as the Echo, where she doesn't get temp, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Tio is not a creature.
I'm just gonna have her pull back just a little bit more.
Tio was a creature. Tio was a simulacrum, a construct.
I'm done.
Very good, Hargrim. What do we got?
I'm gonna mentally tell Hargrim not to jump in the lava again, because I intend on casting Fly on him my next turn. It's concentration, so I'm gonna drop it as soon as you get to ground, but it's not worth the risk, and I've got nothing else to cast it on this turn, so if I cast it on you, you can at least... I don't know if you can hold your movement or whatnot, but...
I do need to attack something. Keep the rage. I will.
Wally
I mean,
looks
if you
at
need
you
to-
and slowly shakes
I'm
his
not
head.
gonna-
Like he's...
If you need to
Walter.
keep rage, then just walk through the lava, because then you took damage.
Walter, you're gonna be open. Alright, so what's my move and dash? It's,
So, just so
70.
you know, you could probably attempt to jump this gap. Maybe. You do have water walk on, so you could just run across, take that damage, and maintain your rage. You could make an acrobatics check around here, and a high enough acrobatics check will get you across without any damage.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll take my movement. And, well, no, because Shabazz wants to cast Fly on me.
No,
you
you
know
can-
we got him. We're down over here.
Yeah, you can. If you can get over there, that's fine. I just didn't want you to take the damage if I've got a spell that can help you get across.
Fucking jump. Prove us all wrong.
I gotta take damage. Let's see. We're just gonna.
If you
We're gonna-
make this jump, the Myrmidon is not that far around the corner.
Well, I can't attack because that'll take more than my standard movement to get there.
Yeah. But then he'll see you and he'll attack you, and that will maintain your rage.
No, he
No,
didn't.
I have to do it
He
this
didn't
turn.
take damage this round from anything.
I'm gonna Naruto run across the lava.
Very good.
And since
You
I can
take-
go 70 feet, let's see. Get over here.
You take 15 damage.
Okay.
Arms outstretched, I will give you 5 feet extra movement this one time for Naruto running. As we all know, it makes you just that little bit faster.
It's true. And I can't go another 5 feet, but I'll get it. Yeah, but me and Wally are getting right in this guy's grill.
Get him.
I took Wally with me. I can't attack him, but that's my turn.
Very good. Round 10, Shabazz, what do we got?
Well, right now, Hargrim is the one that's dealing with the only mob that I can see.
Pew pew pew.
That's 40 feet to get there, so I'm gonna move to touch range. Don't move, Shino, so I can go back to where I was when I'm done, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I will play my Instrument of the Bards. I think it sounds like the Cranberries this time. And I will choose Celestials and cast that on Heartbreak. Or not Celestials, Elementals.
Very good.
And then I'm going to move back to where I was.
Gracias, amigo.
Ooh, wait, before I move back to where I was. I'm going to shove the Miradon telepathically because I can.
Very good. Honestly, with Eberron's lore, the distinction between celestial, fiend, and elemental is kind of nebulous, anyways. They are, yes, maybe all three of those things at once. Looks like he passes.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Jax, what do we got? Also, I believe, though correct me if I'm wrong, this is the last round for Bless.
Should be, yeah. Hargrim take 15.
I guess it.
Some for me, boss.
May I have some more?
You're still good on temp. Double whack.
Okay.
I'll just
Yeah,
take the first two. I forgot to turn that off.
You still got Magic Circle on.
No, that's for getting attacked.
We get advantage on
Yeah.
saves and they get disadvantage on attacks.
Right. Both those attacks are gonna miss then, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. That'll be my
And
turn.
the Myrmidon is not gonna make an attack of opportunity because of range. Because of reach. The Myrmidon is going to attack Hargrim. Has a bigger threat. First things
Of course.
first. Sorry?
I was just double checking something. You gotta turn the ceremony off again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, you do take 4 damage, and then something happens to make the Myrmidon really off-put. Leaves himself way open. You can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like. So can Wally.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
He's got disadvantage on attacks against Hargrim.
Well, in that case,
Miss.
then that's just one attack. You don't take that damage.
I technically had the Dwarven thrower out. Yeah, so I will swing it with both hands, I guess.
He's not going to hit you at all. That's going to hit.
To ignore that second D8 deal there. I forgot to turn that one off for the throne thing.
You still have Giant Smite? Oh yeah, you're still big.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
still have
yeah,
Giant
yeah.
Smite. Right. So that's 21 damage. You take no damage this round. Theodosius.
All right. We are going to Which way do we want to go? Which way do we need to go?
Up.
Up.
North? South. This,
We know there's a secret passage over here somewhere.
this way.
You want to take a Yui to
Yeah,
the west.
honestly.
We need to go this way?
Yep.
Great. Alright. Elemental is going to burrow 40 feet that way. And then the Theos. I guess the Theos can go this way. And then, oh, there we go. Gosh darn it. Map keeps moving. We're just gonna do a good old slash attack.
Very good.
Darn.
Every little bit counts, and
Yeah.
that is a big hit.
It hits real good, but it doesn't do a lot of damage.
That is true.
But that's movement. That's movement. And actually, you know what? My elemental is going to use its action to dash, so it's going to continue burrowing to the ground. And that'll be my turn.
Shino, it is your turn.
Huh. No, that's a wall. I think. What's the? Is it Control L? Shift L? For line Control L. Yeah, I can't see him for minus.
If you want to hold your action, I can get within range probably on my turn.
Feet. I'm getting Pathfinder and D&D ranges mixed in my head.
It does
Thank
happen
you.
when you start playing both at once.
Yeah, I think D&D is like default 60 on a lot of things for cantrips.
I should say in the cantrip itself, if it's something like Firebolt, it's 120 feet. Most things are around 60, yeah. 60 or 120.
Oh, it's already got disadvantage on hard up, so that doesn't help. Yeah, I'll hold a Mind Sliver to when I can visually see the Myrmidon.
Very good.
A bonus. Wait a minute. Why is this? Why can I not see further than this with Navi?
Because there is a wall of lava there that has arisen to obscure your view and will make your progress quite painful if you choose that route.
All right. Well, Navi don't care. So can you move her the remainder of the 10 feet on the other side? Unless there's something saying I can't. All right. There we go. This vision might change a few things, but I've said what I said. All right. As action held and bonus, I would like to see the baby. I'd like to move Tio, have her fly up and around, to get to there. And then wham bam. I should have breath attack before I got in this position. Oh well. A flanking advantage? Yes? Question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I trying to click? This one.
That looks like that is going to be 28 damage. Every time I introduce the half-dragon T-Rexes, the Jurassic Park theme is hummed by somebody and makes me happy every time.
I did that unintentionally. My bad. I don't think I can breath. I don't think I can breath attack this guy without hitting anybody, so we're not gonna do that. I should have done that beforehand. Oh well.
28 damage is nothing to snuff at.
Yeah, that do be all, buddy.
Well, Hargrim, it is your turn.
Alright, back to Soul.
I also got an alert that my connection to the server is experiencing interruptions. So if weird things start happening on my end in Roll20, I would chalk it up to that.
We're going back to Soul Eater. And flanking.
I think that'll be a hit.
It doesn't add the raised damage. It's so weird.
I see that, but this will be another 3.
Yeah, and Giant's might, but I'd have to roll that one. D6.
Yeah, I think there's probably an API issue with the
It's
necrotic
just
damage
with
that's
Soul
running
Eater.
right?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Soul Eater that does it. Yeah.
Do you get to choose which melee attack you do your giant smite, or is it just the first time you hit?
I believe it's the first. Let me reread.
It should be the first time you hit.
Once on each of your turns, one of your weapons attacks. So I can choose which one, but
Oh, so in theory, if you roll a critical.
Yeah.
Understood.
But I
Hargrim,
just-
what else do we got?
we'll swing him one more time.
Get him. Yeah, 1.
Oh, I saw a green number. I'm like, there was when he should have done it, but no.
A big hit. A big hit for a big boy.
That will be all.
Round 11. It has been a whole minute. Shabazz, it's your turn.
In moving range, so Shino can cast her.
Ashino, Mind Sliver is Sivu Plate.
Do you want me to
Sivu,
move with
play
you?
it. Sorry?
Shabazz, do you want me to move with you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay up here. Well, yeah, that's fine. Now that we're all together and moving in this direction.
That is a big hit. Shino's turn is done. Bringing it back to Shabazz. Mind Sliver did a devastating 11 damage. Almost killing the Myrmidon. The last one hits.
Is Bless gone then?
Bless is gone. Oh no, it's not gone. Sorry, you do have Bless. This is your last turn for Bless. Bless does end at the end of your turn.
So that's 19, 14, and 17?
19 will hit. And the 22 will hit. 17 will still miss. How do you want to end this combat as your Eldritch Blasts tear the Fire Myrmidon apart?
Probably just an audible woo.
Spectacular. Definitely the wrong music.
No, that's sort of right.
Right? I was gonna say that was definitely the right music. We're done. Case closed.
Me did it.
Hargrim, you eventually revert to regular size. Most spells dissipate. The elemental spirit and draconic spirit can stick around.
My illusion's good for 10 minutes. Which I don't know if it's going to last much longer, but it doesn't go away immediately.
Illusionary Vanifer is going to stick around for 10 minutes.
9
And
minutes.
your illusion is remarkably good. So I'm not sure if Shabazz has a photographic memory or what.
No, but he remembers hot.
Looked a lot of her pinup posters on this adventure, boys.
He's just got a little sketchbook of all the women he finds hot that he wants to illusionary image later.
Oh, I see. This isn't the first time you cast this spell.
No, this
okay.
is the first time I've told anybody this, but in Shabaz's own head, he just calls it the spank bank spell.
Lost all my notes on what all these audio tracks are actually supposed to be doing.
I heard you there a little bit, Theo, but I didn't actually understand you. You roboted.
Oh, I said it's your spell stored in your little black book.
That's not so little.
It's the biggest, blackest box.
Pizzazz is carrying it in one of the saddlebags.
I believe this constitutes as a grimoire, my liege.
Do we actually have like a moment to breathe, or is this just, haha, surprise?
Half of this oddly shaped chamber is set higher than the other half, as if it cracked and shifted a few feet upward. A natural pillar is the only feature of the upper level. In the center of the lower level, a vortex of flame jets from the floor towards the ceiling. This is the same jet of flame that birthed the Myrmidon from Tio's perspective. Numerous exits head off in different directions around the perimeter.
Oh no, that's
You do see some of the belongings, including large satchels, presumably belonging to the fire giants. It appears that whoever was stationed here were using the vortex of flame akin to a vampire. A bonfire, a campfire. There are pokers with sausages and cuts of meat and vegetables. There are a handful of bedrolls and a very large whetstone that has been left behind. s'mores roasted over a vampire. Curse is Strahd, we can make it happen. Well, yeah, if we want to move Navi, we can do that too. But yeah, there are like 3 large giant-sized satchels, 1 medium creature-sized backpack, as well as the makings of a meager camp and some food. Yeah, there can be some chestnuts. Why not? Merry Christmas. Happy candle lights. Navi. We already went over the
Yeah,
description of this room. However,
the dangling bridge and the hole.
there is another wall of lava
Yeah, I see that.
to the north. There's also a passageway behind the fire giant forge smith. There's also a familiar face. Though he carries scars and wounds from your previous battle, it seems that the Minotaur Zegdar not only survived your encounter, but is more empowered by the powers of Imix. He now utilizes these claw-like cesti, or Jamdahars, in place of his battle axe. It looks like he is standing at attention at the end of the bridge, focusing his attention on the passage before him and not the bridge itself.
Which way?
Give me a perception check. This way. Zegdar is looking
That's
west.
what I thought. Perceptione. You know what? Yeah, no, more probably. The Bardic only lasts a couple minutes, so I will.
Okay. With a 20, you see that there are many creatures, as well as at least 2 of the other fire giants underneath the lava in this chamber. Every once in a while, Nave, you see that there is a straw that comes up from the lava. But there's a number of squirming creatures just under the surface. Most of them are medium sized, but there's a couple that are large. They're all serpentine.
Okay. I have many things I want to say and / or do. But please continue.
In the western room, you don't see many details from your vantage, but you do see that there are some cultists. The ones that you had been fighting previously and were asked to retreat, some of them have decided to stay here and are laying in wait in obvious ambush. From the ones you can see, they are all looking southward. And that includes a Razor Blast and an Inferno Witch.
Yeah.
You can't see through Navi. You still have to get worded descriptions through Shino. Navi is not technically an entity unto itself,
Right,
but
but
an
if
extension
Sheena,
of Shino's senses.
right, but our psychic link allows us to see what we see, or is it only talking?
I think Navi is only linked visually and sound to me, and then I don't think the psychic link is extended past that.
I believe the psychic link is a just communication.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just communicate. You can't see or.
I communicate with my eyes.
But I mean, Shino's been describing it too. Is
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I will.
And I
keep
was just curious
knowledge.
if we all would
No.
just need access to see what Navi sees.
No, I think only
Like,
I
it's
can,
just-
because that's scribe wizard shenanigans.
With a 20, you also notice something else about this chamber. Well, two things about this chamber. There is a hidden compartment inside of this stone pillar. It's small, like 5 inches wide, 4 inches tall, and it has there's a carving of the symbol of the eternal flame on it. It looks like a maybe hidden compartment or something somebody could pull out. A flame wrath is standing in the pillar, not guarding the compartment, but just sort of like using it as a. He'll have good cover there. You also notice that there are curious scratch marks belonging to a huge creature on the ceiling and on the walls. And on the corners of the room, you notice large eggs shells that have been cracked. I would like an Arcana check.
Walls have cracked egg shell. Sorry, I need to put that down before I forget. Somewhere in here. Is it this ability? I think this ability gives me advantage on Arcana specifically.
It does. Very cool. The eggs are not dragon eggs, but they do have a draconic quality. The scratch marks, are most likely belonging to that of a dragon based on their size and shape, that of an adult dragon. Considering that the eggs are not themselves dragon eggs, but having draconic traits, it is most likely that the dragon in question is a male, adult, and either red or gold. Considering your environs.
I figured this would have been Mama, not Papa.
Mama Ipa.
Okay. All right.
It also means a dragon fucked a T-Rex. Just putting that out there.
Oh, the T-Rex could have. The T-Rex is. Okay. All right. So I'll tell everyone what I see. I have a question. Would shape water shape lava?
I'll allow it with fuck, I forget the name of my own house roll, but if you upcast it, I'll allow it.
To make it a leveled spell instead of a cantrip. Okay.
Yup.
All right. To continue on that thought, which we'll probably do next week, or you guys will do next week. I wanted to shape lava, or shape water, the lava down the straws that the giants are trying to get air from. And then I'll close that note out. And then I'll tell everyone else that we can. I don't know if we can get away with it, but they're obviously waiting in ambush for us, and I think we should take the bait because it seems like the entrance is somewhere around here, and somewhere along this wall. I don't quite see it.
It's a secret.
but we know there's a secret entrance there. They're waiting on the other side for an ambush. So it might be like take the bait, send in the white, or maybe Shabazz can do another hidden Vanifer trick to just bait all the held actions and slash or spells that are going to come through there. And then once we're in there, it looks like we could probably hold our own and just put the wall up front and just face tank it.
We could also do my elemental can get through the wall and do a surprise
Oh,
attack as well.
I can do another fireball in that chamber with through Navi as well. But before all of that, um, as we're planning, I would like to know if it's plausible to do a catnap.
Catnap just takes 10 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, it looks like, well, from Navi's perspective, it looks like the Fire Cult is also taking the opportunity to recover some of their resources, so they're probably not going to be charging through the secret door or anything like that anytime soon.
Okay. Because I figured 10 minutes is under normal circumstances is fine, but we kind of escalated this a little, so I don't know if 10 minutes is fine anymore.
Could we discuss what we're getting back with the catnap? Because I would lose my illusion of Vanifer, which seems
I
pretty
know.
powerful right now.
I know.
Because I would get 4 Bardics and my Hex back. That's what I'd get.
Hargrim could get up to full and rage. I don't think Jax gets. No, you'll get a channel divinity back. Theo and I, he'll gain more from it, but we can gain up to a 5th level spell. I'm just throwing out catnap as an option.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it if somebody needs it, if they feel they're running low on resources, but I kind of like that fight. That initial fight looked like it was going to be really rough, and it feels like it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
It wasn't. Your hidden Vanifer really pulled a lot of aggro off. Trust me. A lot of aggro.
I don't feel like I'm overly short on resources right now. I mean, short of the Bardics, that'd be nice, but I don't know if we're getting back enough that would be worth holding off. But does anybody else have opinions on it?
I'm pretty good.
I get my Cloud Rune back, my Action Surge, my second wind, and I get my key points back, I believe.
I know Hargrim would benefit from the most.
Well, based on what Navi can see, with the exception of Zegdar and the Flame Wrath, as long as you keep yourselves to that first room, you're not going to proc the second room. That would probably be manageable.
So we could just do a natural short rest?
Well, that might be
That might be too much.
testy. Yeah, that might be a little tough. Possibly, but
I'm also in the same vein as Mud. No, sorry,
but
Shabazz.
You could probably take out the next room, I'm saying, and then do a catnap.
Oh, you mean the room after this?
Yeah. Like you can don't proc the lava bridge room. Just do that first room. And you're probably good. There's a mini boss in there in the form of Zegdar, but
oh, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but okay. Well, maybe. No, I don't know. But I'm kind of inclined with Shabazz right now because I kind of fireballed this room, and I don't want them to undo all that damage. because I feel like I would have wasted a high level spell. So maybe Hargrim can just chug a potion, get him to full, and kind of just face Tenko for a bit.
See?
In that case, I take it that you're not taking a cat nap.
I would really like to, and I know Hargrim would really benefit from it, but I kind of feel like I want to press a
W-
little.
Would it
You can
be?
cat nap after. It's fine. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, would it be? It sounds like it is beneficial for Hargrim. I don't like if the rest of us don't need it. It's just 10 minutes. So
It's
Well, no,
kind
I'm
if
not
if I
gonna
get
waste tickets for me.
yeah. If I get
No.
myself, it's a wash for me because I spend up to a fifth, or I can't spend a fifth, but I would spend up to a fourth to regain a fifth. So it's like, eh.
Yeah, if it only really benefits me, it doesn't make sense to do it. So I'll be all right without those couple of things I get back.
Okay. Shino, can I get a charisma saving throw?
Oh. And me without an inspiration or a bardic or a ooh fuck.
Shino, as you guys are discussing this, something catches your eye in the fiery vortex. You see a familiar, playful, seductive smile. There is a moment of fear as you behold the grinning, almost mirage-like image of Vanifer in the vortex. Her lips part as if thirsty, forked tongue darting out just enough to lick her lips. And she reaches out to you, and before you really realize what you're doing, you slip off of pizzazz and
Oh,
fall into the vortex
I see.
and disappear.
Yes. Ouch.
Well,
And-
now we're not gonna happen.
You even deleted Navi.
Now's a good time to explain that Kat is going to be on a trip and won't be joining us next session. And I thought this was a good opportunity to narratively remove a Shino.
Technically, that's TO2, but she'll be here for an hour.
Or we don't need to do that, and I can bring both of them back, and we can do hirelings next week. What do we think?
Since I'm gonna be gone, here's my 2 coppers. If you guys want to continue this fight, by all means, go ahead. But if you get to Vanifer, which I don't know if you will, it's plausible, I would like to say like, hey, put the story on hold until I'm back when you encounter Vanifer. But if you guys want to do hirelings, that's fine too. That's what they're there for. But you got my permission to continue the story. So don't feel bad.
I'll tell you the same thing I told Theo. It's up to you. Like, if you want us to wait, absolutely wait. Like, it's not a big deal.
Let's do hirelings.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna lean hirelings too, because this dungeon's fucking scary, and I don't want to be down a wizard.
yeah. Plus, I haven't played Glade in a while, so I'm fine. I'm down with hirelings.
It's me. You're always down a wizard.
Well, very good. It sounds like we'll be doing hirelings next turn. Congratulations, Shino. You don't fall into a fiery vortex. You are just horny. Do we have any questions or comments or anything that we want to discuss. Now that we have a plan to play Hirelings next time we get together.
Can that still happen to Shino based on our DMs?
Falling into the fiery vortex.
Or just the whatever Vanifer's
No, yeah, it happened.
planted. Okay, cool.
When I say you're just horny, I am only half kidding.
Okay.
You're not
So the-
you're not fully charmed.
The
Which,
fallen,
by the way, you're an elf, so you actually have advantage on that.
So the fall into the fiery vortex was just a convenient way of exit stage left.
Yeah, and I would have had something for you to explain what happened down there, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't want to deprive the party of a wizard if we're gonna wait for everybody to be together for the next bit anyway. So, I will say, you are weaker to Vanifer's manipulations. She's in your head. And your dragon mark begins to tingle in an encouraging way.
I love Thursday nights. You guys are great. Especially
Me in. No, do we got anything else we want to discuss or cover before we wrap this sucker up?
Nope. I'm
Fuck
good.
Dallas. Fuck Dallas. Fuck Dallas.
I
That's all I got.
agree. All right. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. I'm gonna move us over to the Hirelings map. But besides that, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you all for playing. I think. Level up Glade.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think we're level 11.
Level 11? Alright.
And yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again.
Yeah, good game, everyone. Catch you next week.
Good night.
Except for you, Cat. Enjoy your vacation.
There you go. Bye bye.
Y'all have a good
Thanks
one.
for leaving us, Cat.
I know. I my character is unironically just me.